What's going on, Tywin here. Going to show you how to get the weapons that are hidden away in the Interlude, the Stockpile of the Worker of Secrets. It's a side mission that you have to play, that you can play as both Cyrus and Issa, and depending on who you play, you can unlock different hidden weapons. So we'll start with Issa. For this weapon, you need to have the Cuddle equipped. And for this one over here, you need to have the ram. So let's go ahead and buy the ram, equip it, and click that triangle over there. Once you do, you'll see this Darkling here, and you have to take on the Darkling. To defeat him, you can then open the chest that he is guarding. This one's not too hard, but the next one that Issa had is a lot more challenging. So we'll just incinerate him, set him on fire. And alright, they defeated us, so we'll just hit retry here quickly. And take another go at it. Here we go. Round number 2. See if we can fare a little better. Now, here with our dual weapons. Okay, super him, get the billion stabs. Once you, so I bought the ram, but since I died trying it with the ram, you can then, after you get the gate unlocked, you can then, any weapon you want to use, you can then use. You don't have to stick with the weapon that you needed to get into that area. I mean, you can if you want, but there's no reason to necessarily. Alright, so now I can open up the chest and see what our prize is. The Mirasan helm. Now we're going to go over and equip the Cuddle. The Cuddle is a dual weapon, so go ahead and buy that. And then we can go see what treasure is hidden in this part of the stockpile. Go ahead and take down this horned wilding thing here. He's just the first of 2 bosses actually that you have to take on for this treasure. It's a little more challenging than the last treasure where we only had to fight the one Titan. And there's a lot of lag in this, a lot of lag for Issa in this section. It was really hard to beat these Titans and get a recording for you all. But, you know, I do what I do for you. once we do this last stab, we should be able to hit the mega hit button here. Oh, I missed the mega hit. I forgot to hit it. Oh, that's okay here. We'll have to fight him again. Alright, there I remember to use the mega hit when it became available. Maybe just one or two more break windows, and we should have this guy down, and I can show you the next part of this. I would recommend for this part, because there's so much lag, unless you're on like a 5 or an iPad 4, I would recommend going ahead and equipping a healing ring. It's not going to hurt you to have a healing ring. It can only help you, especially for the guy that you have to fight after this. Alright, so now we're in this room where the treasure actually is hidden. Once we walk down this bridge or whatever this is here. Click on the chest and you will see spine on us above on the pillar is another Titan. She comes down to try and stop us from opening up the chest. She is really hard. It took me several tries to finally beat her. I finally beat her with dual weapons, the cutter actually. I used a couple potions. I used a potion on stab, do 87 damage, and on break window +1 for a longer break window. Those are some potions that I crafted at the hideout. But she's really fast and the game is lagging super hard on this part. So my recommendation is to have as much health as you can. If you have a health potion, there's some potions that will give you a boost in overall health for one fight. Use one of those. Make sure you have that you have super to use and a healing ring, because you're gonna need probably all of that. I did anyway. So heal yourself up whenever you can. And the easiest way to beat this Titan is to parry most of her attacks, or his attacks, whatever. parry most of the attacks, that is the best way to get through this fight. Especially, there's one step back that I think he'll show us here in a minute that you just cannot dodge. I think if you're using light, you might be able to block it, but you just cannot dodge it fast enough for the attacks that he throws at you. And actually, we didn't get to see it in that fight because I was able to super him to death there. So my tips for this fight, because it is so challenging and there is such bad lag in this room, have a heal ring, use duel and parry as much as you can, and buy the strongest weapon that you can afford if you're having trouble. You do get a really cool spear that you're going to see here in a minute once you open the chest, so it is worth the fight. It is worth it to keep trying to beat her, to beat that boss there, because you do get the Dias here, which is a decent heavy spear that Issa can wield, and I highly recommend you pick it up. So the Miracin and the DS are the two items that we got that Issa gets in the stockpile. Let's go to Cyrus now. For one of his triangles, you need to equip the Grayson. So let's go ahead and buy the Grayson here. Buy the Grayson and have it equipped. You can then unlock that gate. And once you do, there is a chest to the left, right next to you. Grab that. It's a gold. It was gold for me. Who knows what it could be when you open her up, but probably gold. Enter the room and you'll see a level 186 Iron Sentinel is guarding the treasure. So I'm going to switch from the Grayson to the Molnar, even though I already have it mastered. It's the strongest weapon I have currently. Then I'm going to make sure I have a shield in my inventory that has poison defense, as the Titan has poison attack. So there we got the poison defense. Everything else is unmastered, so we'll keep everything else equipped as it is so we can get our experience from it. He is wielding a giant part of the castle, a giant pillar. So the easiest way, especially I'm using heavy, the easiest thing to do is just parry all his attacks. There's no need to block, really. And sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what direction the pillar is coming from. So if you can, parry as much as you can. This one you have to block first two hits at least, then you can try and parry or block the third. I end up blocking that third hit, but you could also parry it if you want to. So I thought I could take him out without having to go secret. But then I start getting my butt kicked a little here. So I keep blocking it in the wrong direction. So I end up just using super. Even though he only has 720 city health, I didn't want to risk him dying and have to retry the fight, as I already had to retry it a couple times with Issa. That annoyed me, to say the least. So push him out. Now we can open the chest. And we can allocate our skill points here. And we'll get the cudgel, which you should remember from Infinity Blade 2. It's a heavy weapon from Infinity Blade 2. It's middle of the road. It's not the best heavy weapon, but it's decent. It's worth picking up, especially early on in the game if you can. just to have that decent heavy weapon. I'll show you the stats of everything at the end of this video. So the second one they saw there, you need to have the Aegis armor equipped. So once you buy the Aegis armor, you can then unlock this gate and take on this dual wielding titan here. Who is not too much of a challenge. Once you do, you will then get to open the final chest here. I just wanted to check out my unique combo. Right down, up, left. No, right down, right, left. I like to use some of the unique weapon combos every now and then, especially with heavy, because it helps add variety, since there are no additional weapon combos. With heavy, you just attack in the same direction twice for the traditional combo, so it's nice that they added specific weapon combos. Alright, so we took that guy out, and now we can open up the final chest to see what our prize is. So Cyrus from his chest gets the cudgel and this dual weapon here, the Virgil. Those are the 4 weapons that you get, or the 4 items that you get in the stockpile. You get the Miracin helm for Issa, you get the Diaz spear for Issa, you get the cudgel here for Cyrus, and then you also get the dual weapon, the Virgil for Cyrus. And that is how you get all the weapons. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll bring more videos soon. Till next time, peace. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe for great iOS gaming content and to follow me on Twitter.